How we doing, people? And we're back for episode 6 of the series now. We're fairly cracking on with them. I think after this one, what we're going to do is swap to 2 shows a month. Based on last month, we actually turned a profit. So I'm thinking if we do a show in the middle of the month for an hour, maybe just an hour show, and then a 2-hour one at the end of the month, then it'll be quickly... It's an extra way of basically upping the popularity a bit quicker, and we shouldn't lose any money if at all. So we'll switch to doing that as of the following month. For this month, we'll just book the show, which is Clash. Okay, doke. So we've had a few changes to the roster since the last episode. Adam Shane, we were going to release him, but it'll piss off Chris Renfrew basically. So we're going to keep him, and he's just basically going to be a jobber. So we're just going to have him getting defeated. He's probably not going to win many, if any, matches at all. But he's just no good enough. He's pretty much, we did 3 matches in a row and he had under 20 for his performance, so it's just no cutting it. So in terms of replaced his position in the roster with BT Gunn, pretty over, it's a 30 over. He's decent in the charisma, good for a promo, he's a decent all-round wrestler, so that'll work. He's not working for anyone else at the moment, so he's not even pulling any dates for ICW, so that's quite good. We've got Carmel Jacob, who took over Shelley Starr's position. Shelley Starr was just churning out bad matches, and she actually injured one of the workers in the previous show. So yeah, we'll get rid of her. We've got Carmel Jacob, sorry. She's based in Scotland. She is a much better worker. I don't know why I didn't actually sign her in the first place. She looks like an overall better wrestler, so that's good. And we also brought in Liam Thompson, who is a good regular all-round wrestler. He's 38, but he's decently over, and he's got some good experience behind him, 20 years experience. So that's the new roster additions. We were tempted to make an offer for Noam Dar. I'm holding off. His demands haven't come down yet. So we're waiting for them to come down. If they don't come down by next month, I think I'll just sign him for the next pay-per-view, and we'll just we'll pay him the £100 a show that he wants. We've got Lewis Girvin back from injury. Nikki Storm's contract came up, but she extended it with WWE, so we'll have to wait for that one. But for now, we'll just go ahead and we'll book the show. We'll just get some guys jobbing out. So no backstage incidents, which is good. 50 fans expected. We're kind of stuck round about the 50 fans. So I might put the ticket prices down a little bit just to get extra bums on seats. But for now, we'll just keep it as is. Right, so this will be the end of the tournament. It's Kez Evans and Chris Renfrew. That'll be the tourney final. So we've got Kez Evans, Chris Renfrew, Bosch, that'll do. Victor is Chris Renfrew, but it's going to be a cheap one because we want to keep Kez Evans strong. So we'll actually keep him strong. Keep him strong so he doesn't lose too much momentum from that at all, or if not any, if we're lucky. That can continue that storyline as well. Then what I think we'll do is we'll break away Kez Evans to like a mid-card feud for a bit, just to try and build him up, because he's not very over. If you look at his overness, I mean, he's 19 now. He's actually going up pretty well because his momentum's up, because we've had him winning a few matches. To be fair, he's actually been pretty good. Like, he's been solid. Yeah, that wasn't us. I was going to say, that's just not us at all, but it wasn't. That was independent wrestling from Edinburgh. But for us, he's had 28, 27, 33 and 31. So he's been pretty good for us. No complaints here. So he's considered a major star. So we'll have him in a feud and then we'll have him come back for a title stint with Chris Renfrew. So let's book that segment as a main event. Yeah, we're just kind of pretty much ditching the Adam Shane one because he's rubbish. So we'll actually have him getting beat on his... We'll just put him in here and have BT Gunn. Nah, we'll have Liam Thompson just beat him, just squash him. Just because there's absolutely no point in giving him any decent matches. So we'll just basically book that as a match. So we did have a title match between Debbie Dahmer and Jockey. And that'll be... We'll have Debbie Dahmer win this. And what we'll do is, after the match, we'll have the new hire come in and she attacks both of them. If we can book that. We should be able to book that. So because I'm going to lower the match, I think because the women's matches have been getting a lower match rating, and I think it's because they don't have good ring psychology between them. So I think if we shorten the matches, then we should get a slightly better match rating out of them because they're not having to hold the match up for so long. So let's try that down at 7 minutes. Now let's see who else are we booking in. We're actually going to book that angle in. So, in-ring, beatdown. Can't do 1-on-2. Let's see if we can add it in. Now, let's see. So it would be under as in-ring. So, I need to go through and add some of these in that we can use. Because there's plenty of them that just don't show. Like in-ring challenge, 1 versus 1 accepted, all that kind of stuff, so we'll use that. In-ring. Nah, it's only beat down. Right, so she just comes in and attacks the champ then. Let's just have that. Oh, I forgot to add all these in. In-ring beat down. In fact, if you do this and then open it back up, it takes them away. In-ring beat down, 1 versus 1. We have Carmel Jacob beating down Debbie Dahmer. So let's pick that segment. That can go after here. That'll get our debut on the show anyway. Let's add a promo because we know that BT Gunn can do promos. So we'll do an interview, self-promotion, we'll do BT Gunn, and we'll use Billy Kirkwood because he's pretty good. And we'll take these off. So he's going to self-promote, and then we're going to give him a match. Just a nice win on his debut. Everybody always got to win on their debut, don't they? If he is what kind of wrestler is he? A technician? Kind of hardcore / technical guy, right? So who can we get him beaten in the old technical? We don't want somebody who's already Ravy Davy. They would just use him as a jobber. I mean, he is actually quite decent in the technical, so it would probably be a bit harsh to use him like that, but who should we pop him in with? Krieger? Yeah. Poor Krieger's just jobbing out all the time here. Right, let's just keep it a nice normal match length. BT Gunn goes over. So let's just pop that up here. Right, who do we still have on the show to put on. Let's go Davey Blaze and Super Santos Jr. Let's see. Davey Blaze, Super Santos Jr. We'll put Davey Blaze over. We'll do it as advancing the storyline. Yep. And fill that in. Lovely. Actually, let's have someone interfere. Who's in that storyline? Can any of those guys cut a promo? Let's see. What about Davey Blaze? Can he? He might be all right. I'm not entirely sure. What about Super Santos Jr.? Actually, could be pretty decent charisma. Microphone and acting's not great though. He's not terribly over either. He divers. He's got a chilly momentum, which means he's getting buried a wee bit. I think Liam Thompson can go over him in his first match as well. Right, so we booked Liam Thompson already. Totally forgot about that. Let's try and give Dickie Divers a good match. So he's a regular wrestler. Don't want to bury anybody too much. That's the problem, is you're never going to keep everyone happy, so there's going to be some guys who are just going to have to lose. Do you know what? Dickie Divers isn't as good as Ravy Davy, so we want the best guys to be going over where possible. Just purely because they've got the better matches performance-wise. So if we get the heat up with the crowd, then yeah, they'll get better matches pretty much. We've not did the opening angle actually with Grado. Let's always do that. Just an easy way to start the show off and cheese a bit of good rating. Get him out for his 6 minutes. Grado warms up the crowd. And he's hyping the King of Scotland final, which is on this show, and he's advancing that storyline. Yep, that's fine. That one. Let's put the title on there because I just remembered that I'd forgot to put that on. Yeah, so Chris Renfrew's going to win the title. We need a storytelling match as well. Do we do that with the women's match? Because literally what that means is that it's just a match that is forward in a story. Who have we got that could do that for us? That needs to go here. I'm trying to think of what match we can go that will just warm up a storyline. This one here, actually, we could just do it with this one. Just add it to storytelling. If I can find it. Yeah, let's do that, because then it means that Super Santos Jr. is on a losing streak, so that's kind of coming across in that match. Okie doke. Let's see who else. We've not booked any of the high flying boys on a match, so let's just get a 4-way on the go with them. 4-way, bosh. Kenny Williams, we're going to give him a win here. Leighton Buzzard. Lewis Girvin, in fact, Miles Kamen, and Robbie Wishart. Kenny Williams is going to go over on that one. And the loser can be Robbie Wishart. Okay, doke. Let's get that up to 15 minutes, I think. Do we have that as... Pardon me. Do we have that as a car crash match? Or do we put it as all out? I think they're both kind of susceptible to injuries. Prevents natural flow and price section. Do you know what? Let's just leave it as is. Because I reckon these four guys will probably put on a good match without that. Who else can we put on? Right, let's give Lou King Sharp a win. He's a high flyer. Oof, he isn't half. His stats are really good. And he can go over Kieran Kelly. Poor Kieran is absolutely jobbing out at all times. Poor guy. Stick that up here. And let's do these two guys in a tag team match with Craig Anthony and Steve Xavier. Yeah, let's just round it off with a tag match. 2 versus 2. We've got Steve Xavier and Craig Anthony. No. They're all heels, aren't they? Fuck it, Grado. Let's put Grado in. And then we'll put Mikey Whiplash and Stevie James in. This should probably be quite high up the card because that is a good match. And we're going to try and book Stevie Xavier like strong. And we'll book that. That should go as the next final match. I think that's pretty much everybody booked on the show. Pretty much, yeah. When we go to... We'll give Lewis Girvin a break because he's just back from injury. I think after this show, like I said in the intro, we'll do pretty much a mid-month 1 hour show. And then we'll do at end of the month 2 hour show kind of thing, just to try and speed up the process of the size boost that we're getting. So that's us all booked up. Let's start the show. Grado with a start, 39. Struggled in this instance going off script. He's not usually that bad, but he advanced the segment, got the crowd hot on. It was a good start. Liam Thompson, Adam Shame. Adam Shame actually put a 20 on this time. Liam Thompson at 34. That's just kind of what you're going to get from Adam Shame whenever we use him. It's just going to be used to push on or give people wins. I think that was a good rating. 36. BT Gun interview with Billy Kirkwood. I don't know why, because the whole thing with a script and without a script really confuses me in this game, because you can have the same person doing the same segment in 2 shows, and one of them will say didn't do well with a script, one of them will say, I don't know if that comes with more experience, and then they start getting better, but it's a segment, 36 rating, that'll do. BT Gun defeated Krieger in a 25 match. Oh, Beck, I didn't change I didn't change Carmel Jacob to not be a road agent, and these 2 guys didn't click, so that's something to bear in mind. Lou King beat Kieran Kelly, good wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. No one's put in a really excellent performance in this show. Here we go. Robert Wishart and Leighton Buzzard with a great performance. Miles Kamen seemed a bit off, but that was overall a good match. So we've got Leighton Buzzard and Robbie Wishart for praise. Oof, not a great performance either. Oh dear. So that was a not bad segment. 21's not too bad. That's again decent match. Ravy David defeated Dickie Divers. That's just like a kind of Ravy Davis good technical, so we're going to try and kind of push him a wee bit. Davy Blaze won, yep. Pretty standard fare. Stevie James, Mikey Whiplash with a great performance in this one, so that was another good segment. 33, great wrestling and good heat. Perfect. And then the final, great wrestling and a decent. So Kez Evans was really good. So I think I've got Kez Evans, Stevie James, and Mikey Whiplash all had a good show. And that's the tournament done. And these two guys with great chemistry. So that's good to come back to for a feud for the title. So we'll finish the show on that one. A 31, which isn't too bad. Probably let down by a couple of... Increased popularity in one region, that'll be Scotland. Probably let down by a couple of sections. But a 31 isn't bad at all. So we'll make a speech. Mikey Whiplash, Stevie James, and Kez Evans. Good example. Good example. Let's just use them as compliment a good performance. Please, please, and please. That will do it. On to recapping the month then. Let's check the news items. So, Nicky Stormy knew that. Leon Slater has moved to America. And Anastasia is back from injury. So that's good for us. Financial. Yeah, we made 1,100. So we are actually making money. Which is good. The sponsors' money was a bit down, but we're making £1,000 a month now, so that's pretty good actually. Worker costs roughly the same. Yep, it was just the income that was slightly less. So let's try doing a mid-month show then, right? So where are we? We're in August. Add a new event. Let's put in what we'll call the TV show. 1 hour. And we'll do August, week 2 on the Saturday. Yeah, monthly. What? Wait there. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, so let's just go monthly. Saturday, week 2. We'll just make it a monthly show. We need a logo for that because we don't have one for that at the minute. Right, so we're going to have to book it separately. Oh, wait, yeah, Christmas Chaos. Actually, no, we'll just change that to week 3 then. We just wanted to try and keep it away from Christmas. So let's do War. 1 hour show. Week 2 monthly. On a Saturday. Do it monthly. Then he's on week 2 every month basically. That's just every Saturday in week 2. Just out of interest, let's quickly have a look at if the broadcast is changed. I don't think it does change until you go to Tiny or anything like that anyway, but yeah, pretty much basically no one is interested at the minute, but that's fine. So we'll go with that. We'll come back and do a mid-month show. And that'll be every second Saturday, effectively. And then at the end of the month, we do the monthly show. So, yeah, that'll do for this episode, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we will see you slightly earlier in game time because it'll be 2 weeks before the next show. We might have a new signing for it, but we shall see. All right, folks. Cheers for tuning in. Catch you later.